Alrighty, well, third update of the night. I got the chicken coop and chickens done. You guys got that video wrapped up. I wrapped that video up. I got the moped video done. So the moped's all good. Now it's the boat. You probably have all been waiting for this. Just kidding, no one fucking watches my videos. But these are the boat. How's it going? I think the last video I showed that the boat was painted on the outside. So I'll quick show you guys that. So the boat is fully painted on the outside. And it has to sit on makeshift wood things and a metal bench my dad had. I know it fully registered. I still have to get that light out. And I already had that light out. I'm gonna put navigation lights on it. Not like these old ones. I'm gonna put like LED strips possibly. But I guess now you guys want to know what the inside looks like. I did paint the inside red, and I'll show you what it's gonna look like. So this is the red. It's the same coat as the outside, so it's basically the same exact color. You're not really gonna see the floor because the floor's gonna be covered mostly. Up here's gonna be a deck from about right here to somewhere around there. I do have a cutout of somewhat what it looks like, so when I get the piece of wood, I can cut out a list like a little bit bigger and slowly fit it in there how I want it. Here's just gonna be a rectangle floor that goes from this bench to under this bench. They're gonna go slightly under both benches, and then they're gonna sit in this area. They're gonna sit about right here, so they lock in there. I'm gonna put supports right in the middle of those beams. Most likely I'll just put a few 2x4s and drill them into here, because this is just shallow. There's like nothing here. At the bottom it's covered, so it's just like empty. So I can just fill that there, and that's how that part of the boat's going. And then on that side, right here will probably be my fish. What do you want to call it? Like your length meter to see if it's right length. And then probably gotta put it there. And blue price, but spray paint. I might put Trump. I really don't know, because I don't need people to be offended by what my boat looks like. It is fully registered now, and no, I do not have a trailer at the moment. I have one in mind. I'm trying to lower the guy down to about $100, see if he'll go any lower. Hopefully he will. I really don't know. And also, I guess update for back here, where there's benches. When I do carpet, I'm gonna do wood and then carpet over it. I'll have like a storage box right here, so I'm gonna have storage up here. So I'll have the carpet over here. What I'm just gonna do is, with the extra wood I got, make the extra bench and carpet it. But instead of taking this bench out, I'm just gonna put it over it and cut out like these two slots right here, so it just fits in perfectly. So I don't have to really take that piece of wood out, because if I take this piece of wood out, it drops the foam and it drops this metal. And I really don't want to do that, because it's just gonna be a pain in the end. And also, I guess I would show you my brother's boat, not that one, the other one. So what he has is from the back here to up where his deck is, he has a side, like a side storage compartment. So I'm gonna do that, and also it like makes it so you can have like 2 more seats there, so I can have like 2 people here, or like 1 person over there, and have my big pedestal seat here, and then still have my seat, which my seat's gonna go right here, so I can still control the boat from over in this angle, which will still be nice. But yeah, so that's how the main part's going. The back of the boat is fully done, so I don't really need to do anything back here. I like how it is, and it's just now the middle part and the front part, which I'm fine with if that stuff's not done, because I gotta order. And I'll show you what I'm ordering when I get inside, and I'll bring my computer out here, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm ordering for the boat and where I want all like the stuff where I want it to go. So, back of the boat is done. A bit of an upgrade from the last boat. Instead of a 25 horsepower, this is a 28 horsepower. It's a 1962 Evinrude 28 horsepower. It's either a Speed Twin. It's what it's called. Yeah, Speed Twin. You can see it on the thing there. And it's a 1962, but surprisingly it does have electric start. That's why I have a battery in the gas tank back there. Now, for me, electric start actually means a whole bunch of shit, because out of all the boats that I've usually seen have a motor like this, they're all pull start. So, and this is my first actually electric start boat motor, and I'll give you guys a running video of it. Probably not today, in another video, because actually right now I am, I had it in there and it's full of oil now, so I gotta dump that out, refill it, and then I'm gonna do a lower unit oil change, and I just basically like clean the whole shaft of it. So I'm not really into putting it back in that oil water just to show you guys the video. So I can do that separately. But so this is how it's looking. So my friend, after we found it, he had just a piece of wood that he randomly put in here for like a floor. It was like in this floor area, or it was up there, I don't remember. So I actually took it, and let me get on the boat actually. Take my shoes off because, yeah. I don't want all the dirt in there. I'm trying to keep this boat as nice as I can for right now. It's gonna tip a little bit, and then you just gotta hop up there. And I said I cramped my hamstring, which is alright. So, back here, if you can't tell, it's a piece of wood, and I have a cutout right here, and so that way it just fit in like nicely. So it just sits basically, it almost sits perfectly, and I have it far away enough away so I can come back here and I can undo my my boat plug, or my plug in the back, and so then it's just easier that way. It's out far enough and all of that stuff, so I can still. And the motor is massive. It's a little stiff to move. I think I just gotta get used to it though, because I'm not used to like a big motor like this. So it's a 6-gallon gas tank. It is 50-to-1, so I do have to mix it into the tank. It's an older tank, so these gas caps are a little weird. I really don't like them, but I mean it's really whatever. It still works for the boat. And then it comes with a battery. So the guy gave me a battery. This was okay, imagine this. A perfectly running boat motor, 28 horsepower and electric start, comes with a battery, gas tank, and all that fun jazz for $275. That's what I got this motor for. Which, honestly, in my opinion, is kind of freaking amazing. So, which is pretty insane because it kind of helped me save a lot of money, because I was actually planning on spending like $700 on a boat motor. But also, by the time I make the next video, which is probably the time I'll be back home and have all my stuff here that I ordered, I am going to have another tripod. I did have a tripod, but I broke it. Which is not very smart of me, but it's alright. So, lock release, so that's to move it up and down. So right now I have it in lock, so now it won't move if I go to lift it. So it just stays in this position. Bring it down to release, then I can move it. So now I haven't released, so I can move it. I really don't play with that little freaking dial is. So my setup back here, I have my gas tank over here and the trolling motor. I still have to get a propeller for the trolling motor, but I don't want to buy one right now because it's like $40 to get a propeller. It's either $40 to get a propeller, or I just spend $50 and get a same exact one that has a propeller already with it. Which is probably what I'm going to do, because it's going to be just 10 times cheaper. And then I'll just try to make a trade with someone and get rid of this. And yeah, so I do have that stuff. So it's gas tank over here, battery over here. How my setup is, the wires from the trolling motor run down, they run behind the gas, they run down. I have these, they were kind of like clamps. They were supposed to look exactly like this, but to keep these wires like in place, I just flatten them down. So it's running over this one and to this one, and then the wires are over here. I don't have it plugged in because I don't like to have my stuff plugged in case like something like flips the switch and just kills my battery. So I shouldn't have these plugged in, but this is not going to do anything if I have these plugged in, because the only way I can kill this battery with just these plugged in is if I keep on trying to start the motor, which obviously right now I'm not trying to because it's not in water. I don't have muffs to do it. So, more updates. The guy gave me the battery and the battery box. He gave me all these wires to it, so I can have it all completely done, so I can have a complete boat motor and all the stuff I need for it. So it's a really nice battery. It's like Super Start battery. Yeah, so it's a Super Start battery. And the way I rigged this in here so it stays in there. So the battery just like flee. The battery can just like go. I have one of these on this side and one of those on that side, and a bungee cord to make just for extra strength to keep it down there. I also have a screw right here and a screw right there that's screwed to the back here. And there's a screw on this side down here, a screw on this side down here to keep the battery box there. I do need to get a battery box top for it, but then once I get that, it'll all be fine. But I can't really fully put everything down yet until I have all the wiring and stuff done for the boat. Now, wiring, you're probably wondering what. So, about right here, so I'm getting a few, what they're called, rocket switches. So they look like a rocket. They're like, or not a rocket, like a spaceship. They have those like switches that you have to like flip up the cover and then flip the switch. I'm getting 5 of those from Amazon, and they're all going in a line right here, and I'll have the name on it. So I'll have like lights. I'll probably have like front lights, middle lights, rear lights, and then bilge pump. Bilge pump for update. It's either gonna go. I'm probably gonna drill a hole right here and set it down, run the hose back, and then over. Just latch it right here, so it just sprays out the back, and then have the switch right there. And then so I'll have I get 5 of them, so I'll have front lights. So it's front light, middle lights. So I'll do front light. So front light will be, I'm gonna have one like, see where that point is up there? I'll have one like right there. I'm gonna put one like inside where my storage is. So that'll be front lights. So front light one right here. And I'll have middle lights. So my middle lights will be on this bench right here and on this bench right here. And my 2 middle lights, that's 2 there. And then I'll have rear lights, and I'll have probably 2 lights back here. So like one like right here and one like right here. So then that's 6, and you get 6 lights with it. And they're all just like 12-volt marine lights. And they're red, so it kind of helps with the glow. And then the bilge pump, so I'll have those 4 covered. And there was one more thing I was gonna do. Oh, so what the other thing is navigation lights. It's either I'm gonna do navigation lights or I'm not going to. I'm kind of debating right now. So it's kind of like, do I want to do navigation lights? Do I not want to do navigation lights? But we'll figure it out. So actually, I just changed my mind. So with that light, the 2 lights I have in the back, I'm gonna make those 4 switches. So I'll do front, middle, middle storage, rear, and then bilge pump. So I have all 5 of them filled up. And what I do, I just sit back here. I can flip them. Bilge will go. Flip them. Front lights will go. Middle lights will go. Middle storage lights will go. Or rear lights will go. And I can turn them all off. And I can turn the bilge on and bilge off. And then that way it's just pretty simple. And I'm not doing actually too much stuff to this boat. So once the floor is in, it should pretty shine. I was gonna do white, but I think I'm gonna do red. Red should pop out a little bit more. But yeah, so that's basically what the boat's looking like. And then so that'll be about, that purchase is about $60. That's with like the lights, the bilge pump, the switches, and all the wiring for it. So I do need to buy about $2 worth of bilge hose just to bring it up and around. And that's really all else I really need to do except get a anchor. I need dock rope, anchor rope, and anchor. Dock rope, anchor rope, anchor. Floor, carpet, deck, storage compartment. I'll probably right now I'll just do 2 seats, so one in the back and one in the front, and then people can just like sit along this area or sit along the cross beam, or just someone can sit right next to me.